So, good morning. We are here with Neil Tipton from Waterstone Mortgage. We appreciate you taking time out of your day, Neil, to go over our wonderful series of for SMART. So we'd like to ask you a few questions about the market and where we're going and what your opinion is of what's happening with the real estate market and mortgages. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, great to be with you.
So from your perspective, what would be one of the top concerns of the mortgage industry going into 2022?
I think the biggest cloud, if you will, I think that's kind of been overhanging the mortgage industry for a few months now is the prospect of rising interest rates. I mean, we've just been in such a low rate environment for so long that I think a lot of people have kind of taken it for granted. At the Federal Reserve's latest meetings in last month in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, they do every year. They came out and Fed Chair Jay Powell indicated that the majority of the governors are in favor of beginning their bond tapering by the end of the year. So they've really been kind of propping up the mortgage-backed security market by buying a lot of bonds on the secondary market. So I think as they start to pull out, whether it happens all at once, I think it'll probably be a slow process to try and ease into, ease out of the market. I think the result is going to be higher interest rates. How quickly that happens, I think it remains to be seen. But just rising interest rates overall, and then also in turn the impact that has on people's purchasing power.
Now, obviously, higher interest rates for people these days, yes, we might be going from 2.5, 2 3/4 to 3 or 4, but technically, don't freak out, people, because big picture, I mean, I remember my parents were paying 18, 19% when they bought their first house. I think I paid 9% when we bought our first house. So yes,
I mean,
it definitely affects the buyer. But
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we're still doing very, very well compared to other times in history. But again, everybody's just been spoiled. So
yes, it's been nice. It's been
feels
great.
Like the sky is falling.
Yeah, exactly. So what market issues are you seeing currently in Southern Maryland, and how do you see the balance of 2021 and 22 unfolding in our marketplace, especially in the Tri-County area?
Yeah, I think that 2021 was an interesting year in that I consider us part of the DC metropolitan market, but for the longest time, our prices have just been so much more affordable than other areas that surround DC. I mean, look at Northern Virginia, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, and then Charles County has just been like this hidden gem, St. Mary's and Calvert included. And so I think that the secret has gotten out a little bit, that it is so much more affordable than other areas, and the commute isn't terrible. We don't have the same level of traffic that other areas do, even though everybody complains about it. And so I think that we're continuing to see more buyers that aren't local to our market entering this area. And so we're seeing increased competition, which has been driving up prices and causing, I think, an issue with affordability on the lower price range. I mean, for anything below 250 is pretty much non-existent in our area right now. And so it's really trying to, unfortunately, squeeze out a lot of people that in the past have been able to purchase, a modest starter home. It's really a challenge now finding those houses. So hopefully as things start to thaw out with inventory, that will ease. And I think we're seeing that a little bit even now. I mean, I think it's kind of anecdotal, but I'm seeing a lot of price drops on homes. And so maybe we're starting to see things ease a little bit with inventory. So hopefully that will, continue to increase so that it's just not quite such a fever pitch that it's been for a large part of this year.
Yeah, I think you're right. Definitely am seeing that same situation. And you're right, we are definitely, the last year, 18 months, have had a lot of newer agents, people I haven't worked with before coming into the area, which has been great. We get to meet new people and expand our horizons. So we're definitely getting new people in here, because you're right, Charles County is a gem, considering, I sell in Howard and Montgomery sometimes, PG, Anne Arundel, and it's definitely a different marketplace than what we have down here. So we're very blessed in that regard.
Mhm.
Is there anything you think SMART or the association should be focused on in the next 3 years? Something that we should do better or can look out for that you think is coming down the pike?
I mean, I think you guys are already doing a really good job. I mean, I'd say to continue to focus on education. I think that's important just because we have had so many new realtors, get their license, and just making sure that they are properly trained and know how to write a contract and how
Yes.
to represent their clients to so there is, I think, still a really big opportunity for that. Second, I think property rights are still kind of at the forefront lately. I guess this is maybe within the last 3 or 4 months. Charles County had passed some laws regarding obtaining a rental license. And in a time when we're kind of already struggling with rising rents, I mean, a lot of those fees unfortunately just get passed on to the tenant. So it just kind of exacerbates the situation.
Yeah.
Just continuing to fight for those types of things.
Yeah, definitely very important. As you know, I'm very involved with the political side of our real estate business, and I do believe that it is very important to stick up for our rights, and that's why we have RPAC, and that's why we need people to donate to that, because people don't realize it definitely affects us. It affects our business, it affects our livelihood, it affects all of the people that we work with and for. So it's definitely important.
Yeah.
So as we know, in this industry, change is always changing, and adapting to change is essential for survival and success. Is there anything you could share from what you've learned and what you've adjusted to in the last 12 to 18 months that might be helpful for SMART members?
I think just in general, I mean, we've always been kind of at the forefront of technology and trying new things. And so I think the people that have succeeded the most over the last 12 to 18 months have been the people that have embraced technology, quick to pivot and adapt to the market. The people that have fallen behind, unfortunately, are the people that, are kind of stuck in their ways. And we've done a lot of Zoom meetings. We've done a lot of e-signings, both for applications and also settlements. I'm sure you're doing showings via FaceTime and things like that. So, I think people's expectations also have changed. Our clients, they're looking for those types of things. So if it's not something that you're offering, I think that can put you in a bad spot and make it difficult to compete. It may not be something, I mean, we still have clients that want to meet face to face, but I would say they're in the minority now.
Yes, we definitely have found from the board's perspective that education is still always a big thing, but we definitely are going to have to offer hybrid situations now where, we've upgraded our system there at the board so that we can offer better education classes with the internet and Zoom and all those fun things. Because yes, I don't think that's going away necessarily. But you're right, there are people that are okay with coming into the office and doing things, but there are also the people that don't want to. And I have to say, it is convenient. I mean, obviously, we're in that situation now, using this as for our interview. And I think it's very helpful. And I want to say, too, I really do appreciate you coming in and doing this with us. You have always been a huge supporter of SMART, and I truly, truly appreciate that. You and I have worked together before, and you're right, Waterstone is always on the cutting edge. You guys are amazing when it comes to doing classes and seminars and education. You're always trying to do everything you can to help us as agents to do better and to be informed and help our clients. So we do appreciate that. But you also are very supportive of SMART, and I'm not sure that any other lender has or affiliate has supported us as much as you guys have. So we greatly appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Thank
All right,
you.
thanks so much. Take care.